6 of our what if usage scenario, we looked at defining a hot water system, but we didn't actually use it. So in this part, we're actually going to modify this what if usage scenario and add a diversion. Adding a diversion is very, very easy. You launch the menu for the water and then you click divert. It's a toggle. Your hot water system is always connected to your home, so you don't need to schedule it. It's simply there. If there's excess solar, it is added to your water rather than being fed into the grid. And we can immediately see that we dropped from 33% to 3.6% being fed into the grid over the year. So there's an immediate difference by executing the hot water diverter. We also saw that there was a cost reduction. We can quickly go back out and compare that and see. I'm going to filter the supplier plan so that we can better see this. And we can see that, in fact, by adding the hot water diversion, the net cost went up. That was because we sold a lot less electricity. Now, if you're not being paid for electricity, this is absolutely fine. If you're on a day-night meter and you're getting deemed export, you're getting paid a fixed rate based on the size of your inverter. So again, this is absolutely perfect. If you really like hot water, then this may also be something that you like, that you see as valuable. So it's very much a subjective decision as to whether or not this small increase in cost is significant and worth it to you. So if I come back to the usages and I go back here, I'd like to explore this a little bit more. So if I look at my daily usage and I hide my state of charge and instead show my water temperature, you can see the water temperature dropping as we use it at 8 a.m. On this particular day, and there wasn't much in the way of sunshine, as I recall, on the 23rd from this data set. So if I scroll on a day, you can see, in this case, there was a significant improvement in the temperature. It got up to our 75 degrees. It hit our threshold where it was supposed to in this case. The temperature over here is on the right, and the stuff on the left is for the state of charge. If I put the battery back in place, I had a 10.9 kilowatt. So you can see the battery actually got fully charged before the water was heated. And that's correct. The battery would have priority. If I scroll into the monthly roll-up, I can actually see that 35% of the PV went to water in this case. 8.8% went to feeding, because obviously the water was up to temperature on certain days, and we'd hit 75 degrees and we didn't go any further. You can scroll on the different months and you can see the feed-in reduces, but the water stays reasonably steady, just drops off as we move into August and September, the less fun months for solar. You can see that the overall gain from solar is reducing as we go through the months. So that's hot water diversion and the way it shows up in the graph. I suppose one other thing that's worth mentioning is that as we introduced water here, we can see that in our pie chart for where the PV went, significant amount went to water, less to the battery, and less to the feed-in, but still the bulk is going to the house, which is pink. Okay, that's it. Thank you for listening.